Good morning, all of you. Today we'll continue with the same first law of thermodynamics and the basic process. So previous class we had a discussion on the the isothermal process and isobaric process, if you can recollect. Okay, now today's class will talk about the adiabatic process and isochoric process. This one. So that will complete the basic process. Then we'll go for equivalent graphs and the first law of thermodynamics. This was the syllabus that is being confined for this week here. So let me begin. Okay, if you can recollect, so we had a discussion on the adiabatic kind, so like an isothermal and isobaric process. Okay, now let me introduce one more. A isochoric process here. Okay, this is isochoric process. So what is the isochoric process? It's a process in which volume remains constant. If volume constant, then V will be constant. Then what is dV? Will be 0. We know work done P dV. Then if dV is 0, then work done will be 0. So it's a process in which work done will be 0. So now we have Q equal to delta U plus W. Work done 0. So therefore it's a process in which Q equal to delta U. What is delta U? NFR delta T by 2. Okay, so further this what we can write NCV delta T. The gas will absorb it at constant volume. So what is CV? CV is called as a specific heat of gas at constant volume. Molar specific heat it is. Molar specific heat of gas at, because delta U is equal to this much, no? So therefore the Q equal to this much. In isobaric process, what is Q? NCP delta T. In isochoric process, NCV delta T, the heat absorbed. Work done by gas will be 0, that one. Okay, let's come for the PV graph. We know PV equal to nRT. Volume constant, so P1V nRT1, P2V nRT2, P1 by P2 equal to T1 by T2. So it's a process where the volume constant, the pressure and temperature will be varying. Okay, let's go for plotting of all the graphs, equivalent graphs. The first one. Mute it. All enters, please mute it, no? All enter, just mute it. Huh? It's a very small thing, no? Muting it. Okay, there's a line. Okay, there's a pressure. Okay, there's a volume. There's a pressure. Look at the thing now. There's a volume. There's a pressure. There's a 1 and 2. So what is this? Volume constant, pressure increases. So what is the work done? Work done will be 0. What about the temperature? Can we say anything about temperature? Where temperature of gas will be more? Temperature of gas will be more at T2 than T1. Able to interpret this? Because P2 will be greater than P1. So therefore T2 should be greater than T1 here. So what we can write as So how do you can say, I'm using ideal gas equation. Where all you want, you can take help of ideal gas equation. So what you can call this as isochoric heating. Temperature of gas increases. If arrow towards left, isochoric cooling. Okay, this is a volume pressure. Okay, let's see that volume temperature graph. Volume, this is a temperature. Okay, look at here now. So now there's a temperature T1, T2. Can we say anything about volume is constant? You can see here. Can we say anything about the pressure as T2 greater than T1? So P2 greater than P1. So this is also isochoric heating. Next we'll take straight line passing through origin. Okay, look at it now. So this will be the pressure. There's a temperature. Now, can you say anything about the P1, P2, T1, T2? What will happen to volume of gas at 192? V1 equal to V2. In all cases, volume is constant. Here in this case, sir, we don't know anything about volume. So look at this one. The PT graph, if it passes through origin, it must be isochoric. Sir, how do you can say volume constant and PT graph equal to NR by V? In PT graph, if a straight line passing through origin, it should be isochoric process. In VT graph, straight line passing through origin, it should be isobaric. Very important, you do get plenty of numericals. So we are very sure. What is that? P2 greater than P1, T2 greater than, and the slope P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2. Okay, this is about the basic graph. So in isochoric heating, Q equal to delta U. In isochoric cooling, what will happen to? Again, same Q equal to delta U. As intensity decreases, heat will be rejected. As intensity increases, heat will be absorbed. So in isochoric process, what all the gas absorbs heat, what will happen? It will be converted into rise in internal energy. Suppose if this is a container, it contains n moles of monoatomic gas at temperature T1. I'll supply Q amount of heat. Now, what will happen to this particular gas now? Its temperature is going to increase. That's all. Same n moles. So earlier pressure P1, now P2. What happened volume? Volume remains same. You can see that volume of container will not change. Getting some idea? These are the some, what all you were studying, no? Sir, how to bring the isochoric process, a rigid box. So they say, what do you mean by rigid box? Whose volume will not change. Okay, fine. So this is the some very simple, already you might have come across in chemistry, the same similar thing we are discussing. We are taking help of the many graphs because they'll play very important role. Let me go for the last one, the adiabatic process here. Now, I could have done this yesterday because there was time was very less, no? So therefore I just covered other things. Next, adiabatic. Very easy topic, especially thermodynamics. Very, very easy topic. What happened? No cursor movement. Oh. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Why there is? Just wait. I think it is getting. Oh. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we'll continue. Adiabatic process. So it's a process in which no heat exchange. I don't have cursor movement. You're able to see screen, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is not showing any. Hope it will work. Scribbling, you're able to see, no? All
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir. We can see it.
you can see. Let's see. Okay, no, we'll continue here. Okay, this adiabatic process. So it's a process in which no heat exchange. No heat exchange will occur. So no question of it. So it's not like 10 joules it will absorb, then 10 joules it will nothing. No heat exchange altogether. So here Q will be 0. So therefore what we can write here now? We know Q equal to delta U plus W. Q is 0. So delta U equal to W. Or what is this? Strictly work done by the gas. So therefore this work done by the gas should be equal to minus of delta U. So there's one basic necessity condition for the adiabatic process here. In adiabatic process, the work done by the gas will be negative. Okay, let's go for this one. So how pressure and volume, PV, eraser not working. PV to power of gamma equal to 1. How pressure and volume are related like this. So what is gamma? Gamma will be Cp by Cv. I think if you can remember, adiabatic exponent of gas. So what is this is? This is called as adiabatic exponent of gas. So it is called as Cp by Cv. So for adiabatic process, pressure and volume, they are related by this equation. Okay, let's replace pressure here. So can I write nRT by V? Gamma is equal to constant. So this will become TV gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. So how the temperature and volume, they are related by this equation. Okay, let's go for the how pressure and temperature are related. So this volume, I can replace volume if you want, I can replace in terms of pressure, that one. So this will be V, what we can write it as nRT by P. So P1 minus gamma T to power of gamma nR gamma equal to constant. It's a gamma, not R, it's a gamma. Okay, there's one more formula. The pressure and temperature are related by this one, P1 minus gamma by T to power of 1 by gamma. Okay, this is about the relationship between the pressure, temperature, volume, pressure, volume. Very important, I think at many places, this equation will help us in deciding the, so what you can say in deciding particular graph or your things. At many places it will come, not only here, at many places it will come. Okay, let me. Yeah. Okay, let's go for the work done. Any formula? I think I'll use this particular delta U formula. Work done by the gas is equal to work done by the gas equal to minus delta U. So therefore, what shall I write? This delta U nR gamma minus 1 delta T. nR gamma minus 1 TF minus TI. So this can also be written as, so PV coat nRT from that, or nR gamma minus 1 Ti minus Tf. So nRTI, nRTF. This is gamma minus 1. So what is nRTI? We can write it as Pi Vi gamma, or Pi Vi will write it. Anybody what to replace here? I'm just giving some. So shall I write Pi Vi gamma? You know in chemistry also, no? So therefore I'm just trying to test your memory. Shall we write like this, or Pi Vi shall I write? Please do recollect. Shall I write pi vi to the power of gamma, or this one only? It's a what it is. It's a ideal gas equation, no? So this will not come. Fine. nRT PV equal to nRT. So there's a work done by the gas in adiabatic process. Okay, this will be a very easy formula to remember for you. Huh? Okay, this will be PFVF. Fine. Okay, this is about the work done. What about work done by external agent? Because say, what is work done by the gas? Means here, as the gas does positive work, intensity decreases. So what is the convention here? If the work done by gas positive, internal energy it decreases. If the work done by gas negative, internal energy will increase. Okay, there's a basic conditions. When a gas does positive work, this one. So what do you mean by this, sir? We are not understanding anything. Okay, you are writing mathematics. Okay, just I'll give a simple example. Let's go for our same uh, the piston idea. Okay, here the gas is present, so it will exert a force P into A. So it was having temperature, say like a T1. Okay, P1 into A, it's having a volume V1. So this gas will exert a force, no? And because of that, what will happen to piston? The piston will move. So after some time, so where the piston has come here. Tell me like who has pushed the piston? The external agent only. So here this piston will have mass. So it is having a velocity V. Then it was pushing with a force. Now P2A, temperature T2, this is V2. Now tell me like from where this kinetic energy for piston has come? Because the gas is doing work. The gas is in fact doing work. It is applying a force. When a body is acted upon by force, tell me what will happen. When a body is acted upon by a force, it will accelerate. Due to acceleration, speed will increase, kinetic energy will increase. So therefore, what will happen to the kinetic energy of piston will increase. From where this kinetic energy is coming? The gas is doing work. From where, what energy of the gas should decrease? The intensity of the gas will decrease here. This is a very simplest idea, nothing to do big. So therefore, when the gas does positive work, definitely the intensity will decrease. You can see here, when gas does positive work, intensity decreases. So how do you can see? It's very simple. The force will act on a body, accelerates, speed will increase, kinetic energy increases. Tell me like which energy should decrease? The intensity of gas will decrease. So the gas is having ability to do work. This is something very, very important here. It can move the piston. This piston I'll connect to wheel. The wheel will start rotating. This was the diesel or petrol engine. Finish or nothing big. Getting some? No. If external agent slowly moves the piston, if external agent moves the piston towards left. So here you can say what will happen, temperature of gas will decrease, no? Then intensity of gas decrease. The decrease in intensity get converted into increase in kinetic energy of gas. Sir, what is work done by gas? Work done by gas is what? Increase in kinetic energy of the piston. This is the meaning. So if I move the piston slowly towards left, external agent, then external agent is doing work. Where the energy of external agent will go? Converted into increase in intensity of the gas. We can also put it in another way. So if it is a the piston is here. Now external agent will push that piston. Fine. So this is the gas. So this is the external agent. Slowly let him push. Then the pressure here, it was P2, V2, temperature. So this is P1, V1, T1. So if you come and check T1 greater than T2, here also the same condition. No, temperature of gas will increased, intensity of gas increased. From where this energy has come, the external did work. So therefore, work done by external agent should be mod of, or say plus delta U. Work done by gas should be minus delta U. I think this is something very important here. So you do get a problem where X agent will be pushing it. So as X agent does positive work, the intensity of gas increases. X agent does negative work, intensity decreases. So here what is work done by gas will be negative one, because as I move piston towards left, the force by the gas, the pressure force of the gas will be towards right. No? So work done by the gas, if it is negative, intensity increases. That's what it's telling. Okay, we do get problems where I'll be using this one. Okay, this is about the basic, the adiabatic process. Let's go for graphs. Let's see that how different types of graphs are in adiabatic process. So first, the PV graph. Pressure versus volume graph. So it should be
Sir, good morning, sir. This is Gopi, sir.
Good morning, sir. Chipandi.
Sir. Your student name 555 అని ఉంది సార్. ఈ సెక్షన్ అయితే నేమ్ చేంజ్ చేసుకోమని ఒకసారి చెప్దాం అన్నట్టుగా ఫోన్ చేశాను
సార్. నేను రిమూవ్ చేయాలా?
స్టూడెంట్ ఎవరమ్మా? 555 పర్లేదు సార్. 555 ఉన్నారు. ఈ సెక్షన్ అయితేనే ఉండండి, లేదంటే ఎగ్జిట్ అవ్వండి అమ్మా. సార్ ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
ఓకే సార్. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's happening today? Zoom is not responding. You can hear me, no? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Screen also you're able to see. Huh?
Yes, sir.
There's a problem with the Zoom software today. Okay, no. We have, so it will be like this. Huh? Pressure, volume. Okay, this will be. So I want the not working. Cursor moving. I think not moving. No. Arrow.
No, sir.
Not moving. No.
No, sir.
What to do? No. Okay, this is up arrow, down arrow. Okay, no. Yeah. let me screen share again. Huh? This is Zoom. We have a problem. I'm not getting any controls here. Okay.
So now you became the host, sir.
Huh? Now can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know. Sometimes it will trouble me a lot. Huh? Yeah, I think we can proceed. Eraser button is not working. I have to check again for any virus there. Yeah, there's the pressure. There's the volume. Okay, now what about the work done? I think it's again, we can't find out the area, no? This will be. So there's the pressure P2. So P1, V1, V2. So there's a pressure P2. This will be pressure P1. So if you check again, so can you find out, can we take help of the area under the curve to find out the work done? So not possible. Any reason for that? Because it's not a curve, that one. So therefore, how to calculate the work done? So again, what we do is, I'll already we have brought formula. No need to integrate again. First, I'll calculate the small elemental strip. I'll calculate the work done. I'll get that one. So there's a how pressure versus volume graph will be. Don't say rectangular hyperbola. It's a curved one. The equation what happened should so PV to the power of gamma equal to constant. Okay, this is the basic condition. So the pressure and volume. Okay, let's go for similarly how the temperature and volume are related. Temperature and there's a volume. So the curve will be. So what is the formula for this? This will be TV gamma minus 1 equal to constant. Can you remember this? So similarly, we'll go for the pressure versus temperature graph. There's a pressure, there's a temperature. So the curve will be any formula for this? P1 minus gamma T gamma. I think they are going to help you a lot when you're plotting equivalent graphs. So how do we can check it here? So here simplest thing, dp by dv, what it is equal to minus gamma p by v, slope, this one. Similarly, dt by dv, you have to differentiate it. Let me write directly. Differentiating this. Anybody differentiate this equation? Dt by dv, this should be equal to minus of gamma minus 1 t by v. Again, t what you can write v gamma minus 1. T equal to 1 by v gamma minus 1. So therefore this will be, so some constant it should come. Some constant, I'll introduce alpha, where alpha is a constant. Okay, similarly P gamma, so you can write one equation for dp by dt also. Okay, like this, the slopes will help us to plot the graph. So how pressure and this volume and temperature are related. So the formula will be, I think this will be pressure versus temperature. No? So this equation, you just remember it. This equation will be sufficient. So if you take monatomic gas, substitute the value, pressure versus temperature, you'll get a curve. And that curve will corresponding to this particular thing. Monatomic gas, gamma will be 5 by 3. Substitute that and check it, no? So you get a curve which will be of some sort of like a parabolic. I should not say parabolic, but similarly of that particular kind. So for monatomic gas, just we'll see for gamma equal to 5 by 3. It'll be easy for us. P1 minus 5 by 3, T 5 by 3 equal to constant. So let me solve this. So this will be minus 2 by 3. How to plot graph? You can assume monatomic gas, you'll get gamma value. So this will become T to power of 5 will be proportional to some constant P square. I think you plot this graph, it will be of this kind. Okay, I agree this one. Okay, let's take the
A constant into p squared, no, sir. T power 5 should be.
T to power of 5 equal to constant into P square will come there.
Yes, sir.
P square, okay, this one. And I'll rewrite here. Okay, now regarding the isothermal adiabatic curves, we'll compare it. If I plot the isothermal graph, so let's draw the graphs here now. This is the so which one will represent isothermal? Which one will represent an adiabatic? Okay, that is what we are trying to verify here. So this will be the pressure and there's a volume. Okay, there's a curve 1, there's a curve 2. Okay, let's get into the, for isothermal process, we write PV equal to constant. Let me differentiate P dV plus V dP equal to constant. So then based on this, dP by dV equal to minus P by V. So this is for, shall we say, isothermal, what we are discussing. Therefore, For isothermal process, dp by dv, the graph is given by this one. So similarly for adiabatic process, we'll see. I'll differentiate this P gamma V gamma minus 1 dV gamma dP. If I solve this, dP by dV equal to minus gamma P by V, I'll get it. So this dP by dV, this, let me call this a slope in for adiabatic curve. Now what is gamma? Gamma will be greater than 1, no? Monatomic 5 by 3, diatomic, all that one. So therefore, if I want to compare which will be adiabatic, which will be isothermal, gamma times more, the slope is more negative. So therefore, this will become adiabatic. This will be isothermal. So how do you can say the slope of adiabatic curve further? Okay, from let me divide these two equations. If I divide these two, so what do we get? I get gamma. So which slope will be more? Magnitude of slope. I think in math, don't think in terms of mathematics. I'm asking you to compare in terms of the magnitude here. So shall I say that slope of adiabatic curve will be more than that of isothermal. So adiabatic curves will be more steeper than isothermal curves. More steeper than okay, this is about the comparing isothermal adiabatic. Now same adiabatic process, let me compare for different types of gases here. Monatomic, diatomic gases. Then what conclusion we can make it. Let me here. Okay, 3 different graphs. So first, can we say anything about there's a pressure, there's a volume. Which one will be monatomic, diatomic, or polyatomic or triatomic gases? So look at what is the expression for this? dP by dV is equal to minus gamma by PV. Gamma for which gas will be more? Monatomic gas. For monatomic gas, what is the first monatomic gas? Anybody gamma value? 5 by 3. For diatomic gas, 7 by 5. For triatomic gas, CV for CV for triatomic gas, how much it will be? Non-linear triatomic gas. It will be 6, no? CV, CP will be 7. Shall I write okay? This much? All of you okay? This one, gamma, CP by CV. No response from anybody?
4 by 3, sir.
Sorry, this will be 4 by 3, no? Okay, no. Tell me which gamma will be more? Gamma for monatomic gas will be more than diatomic. Please mute it, please mute it. Please mute it. Mr. Yochan, shall I remove or will you mute it? Please don't trouble me, no. Already we are facing a lot of problem. Huh? Okay, so
Sorry, sir.
again, don't say sorry. Huh? Leave it. Don't disturb class. Huh? Monoatomic, diatomic, there's a triatomic. Okay, clear this one. So the curve response will be like this here because it all depends upon the gamma. Okay, let's go for first law of thermodynamics. Few problems will do it. Then I'll come to the later on equivalent graphs. Now, just based on the formula, what is the only thing the formula you have to use is Q is equal to delta U plus W. Okay, let's read the question. I'll bring the graph here. Okay, there's a first. Okay, it's a curve. Huh? Let it be whatever be that one. So there's a pressure. There's a volume. Okay, now look at the arrows. They are like this. These are very important. First law of thermodynamics based on. Let's not bother anything. So we don't know anything. Just what we know only one formula. What is that? Q equal to delta U plus W. Based on that, we should analyze all these things. So first, I will begin like this here. What is it's telling? The gas will undergo a process ABCA. Of course, capital letter C is showing. Okay, let me show capital letter ABCA. Fine. Okay, it should be from here. ABCA, it is this one. It absorbs 50 joules of heat during part AB. Absorbs means what you're going to write? It'll be like this, no? It will absorb 50 joules. In the part AB, it will absorb. Okay, write it nearby. 50 joules, it will absorb. Then again. And rejects no heat during BC. No heat here. And 70 joules of heat during CA. No need to draw diagram also. I'm just showing, I'm trying to explain. Minus 40 joules of work is done on the gas during part BC. Find the intensity of the gas at B and C if it is 15 joules at A. Okay, let's do one thing. What is the work done by the gas? What is the change in intensity for cyclic process? Should be zero, no? Delta U UC should be delta U should be zero. So delta U should be zero means, so we'll write like this. Delta UAB plus delta UBC plus delta UCA. This should be equal to 0. Okay, I agree this. That's the one thing what we have. Okay, no. If minus 40 joules of work is done on the gas during part B to C, it does negative work. So what should happen to Q? Should increase or decrease here? It should be rejected or because delta U is 0, will I agree? Delta UBC, somewhere it is given, no? No heat during BC. I'll come to this later on. Okay, let's take the individual one first, QBC. What is QBC given? No heat during BC, put 0. Work done from B to C is minus 40. So what is delta UBC? Should be equal to 40 joule. Okay, I agree this. Okay, next again come for this one. This one. Okay, next again look at this. What is work done in the path AB? Anybody wants to answer? I'm asking
Zero,
you.
sir.
Should be zero, no? Why it should be zero?
Delta V is zero, sir.
Volume is constant, no? So therefore, no work is done. So one thing I'm making observation, what is that? WAB is zero. If delta WAB is zero, then QAB equal to delta UAB plus WAB. What is QAB? 50 joules. Delta UAB. Work done AB is zero. Any reason for that? Because volume is constant. So how do you can say? You can see from path AB, V is constant. So therefore, what is delta UAB? I got 50 joules. Okay, now let's come for CA. Anything can we say about CA? And 70 joules of heat during CA. Some question is wrong here. CA should be, it should be absorbed here. Okay, anyway, we'll see what all we can work out here. Okay, delta UAB, I got 50 joules. UBC, I got 40 joules, no? Find the integer of gas at B and C if it is 1500 joules at A. Okay, now first part, I'll get into the first part. Delta UAB, I know. So delta UAB, what you can write? UB minus UA equal to 50. What is UA? Okay, simple. After this, okay, now UBC, we'll go for it. Delta UBC is equal to 40. If delta UBC is 40, so it should be UC minus UB equal to 4. UB we know 1050 this one. So UC minus 155040. Therefore UC is equal to 1590 joules. So find the integer of gas at B and C. Okay, this is what we obtained. We have calculated. Okay, next after this, what is the total change in integer? Delta UBC we know, UAB know. UCA will calculate first. So first change in integer in one cycle. UAB, UBC plus UCA. What is UAB? UAB we know how much it is, 50. In cyclic process, what is change in integer? Should be 0. UBC we know it, how much? 40. And UCA we don't know. So what is UCA? Minus 90 joule. It's asking calculate work done by the gas. So let's go for QCA equal to delta UCA plus WCA. Calculate the work done by gas during the part C. How much of it is rejected during? I think I'll make it plus 40. So there's some error is there. Let it be plus 40 because it will be wrong, that one. Plus 40. Delta UCA, we know it is how much? Minus 90. Then plus WCA. So what is work done? Work done should be equal to 130 joules. You need not to bother anything. Only thing is simplest idea, work done 0 or non-zero. If a vertical line in PV graph, work done should be 0. So that has to be applied. So everywhere what happened, we are using, you can see
Sir,
that. Yeah.
sir, QCA is minus 70, no, sir.
QCA minus 70. Why? Here, 50 plus 40.
Sir, it rejects 70 joules during CA, sir.
No. Where is telling? And reject 70 joules of heat. Oh, it should be plus 70. I think I am. It cannot reject. It should accept actually. Some error is there. I will do correction. Absorbs.
Sir, in QBC, you said that you changed that to plus 40 now, sir. So it should be delta UBC minus 40 joules.
Where it is?
You just changed it to plus 40
No.
now, sir.
Minus 40. Just give me time. Okay, let me adjust here. Absorbs. This a correction is needed. BC and absorbs 70 joules of heat. 70. Okay, I'll make all the changes. Yeah. Now how much it will be? 160. I think fine. Okay. Everything. So here the arrow also I'll change it. It absorbs heat because I'll be giving wrong idea. This should be the correct. Let me make correction. Okay, fine. Everything no.
Yes, sir.
Everything fine. So that only absorbs is what it should be. It should not be rejected. Because we know isobaric heating. Isobaric heating, what happens? Heat will be absorbed. No? In isobaric process, as volume increases, temperature will increase. So heat will be absorbed. Okay, let's take this question. There won't be any corrections. No, read it again. Similar way we have to proceed here. Let me plot the equivalent graph. Okay, let's begin now. So these are the this is a B, B, C. So this is one path. AC is another path. ADC is another path. Okay, there's a volume. There's a pressure. In process AB, 600 joules of heat is added to system, and in process B, 200 joules. So that 600 joules added, no, let me write it here. It'll be easy for us. QAB. And in process B, 200 joules of heat is added. The change in change of system in process AC would be, in AC, how much is asking? And we know pressures and volume. So do we know pressure at A and B? Yes, we know pressure at A and B. So here pressure we know, and we know volumes also. Let's do one thing. For path ABC, we'll work out the problem. Path ABC. So QABC is equal to delta U ABC plus WABC. So what is the total heat that is added? QAB plus QBC, we do write like this. WABC, what is work done? So this will break up WAB plus WBC. Okay, let's come for now. QAB, we know it is 600. QBC is how much? 200. Delta UABC, we don't know. WAB, anybody? WAB should be 0. WBC, pressure at that particular point. What is the value of pressure? 8 into 10 to the power of 4. Change in volume, VD minus VA. 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3. 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So this will be 800. 10 to the power of minus 3 here, 80 will come. 5 minus 2, 3. So 240 will be. Anybody value of delta U base? 560. Now he's asking the change in intensity of system in the process AC would be. Okay, we don't know delta U AC. So one thing we are changing intensity is path independent, no? So delta UABC should be equal to delta UAC should be equal to delta UADC. Because change in intensity is independent of path, it depends only on what? Initial and final temperatures. Therefore, what you calculate delta UABC, it is also equal to delta UAC, also equal to delta UABC. You can also calculate what is the heat absorbed in QAD. This problem you can continue further. So therefore, with this, what is the conclusion we can make it? Therefore, okay, I'll write it here only. No, after this. After this, I want for the path QAD also. So QADC is equal to delta UADC plus WADC. QADC I want. Heat absorbed, total heat absorbed in the path ADC. So delta UADC I know, 560. Work done in the path AD plus work done in the path DC. Anybody work done in the path AD? Pressure is how much? 3 into change in volume, the same thing. So this will be 390. 560 plus 90 will be 650. So what is the heat absorbed in the path ADC? Equal to this much. So we can, sir, I want at AD. Okay, again, if you have some information, you can further calculate what is the heat absorbed in this particular thing. Can we calculate what about the QAC? As for that, if you know WAC, if you know WAC, you can calculate because already you know delta UAC, you can also calculate QAC. So what is QAC? You can write it here further. QAC will be so if you know WAC, you can also calculate what is the heat absorbed or rejected in the path AC. Just based on first law of thermodynamics. Okay, let's have one more. Read the question. During process 3-1, what is the change in intensity? Some rough graph. Okay, this is a path 1. So this is 1, 2, 3. pressure, there's a volume. Okay, let's get into this one. 1, 2 is what? At constant temperature. So will this be isothermal process? Yes. During the process, 60 joules of heat enters system. So how much Q12? Q12 will be 60 joules. It is like this. Okay, what is 2, 3? Takes place at constant volume. So this is isochoric. And here, during this process, 40 joules of heat will leave the system. Q23. We know Q1. Okay, this much is condition is given. 3.1 is adiabatic is telling. So there's the adiabatic. What is the change in intensity of the system during the process 3.1? So what we should calculate? How to calculate change in intensity? Okay, I'll stick on to the very simple conditions. What is delta U for total cycle? Delta U12, delta U23, delta U31. This should be 0, no? For isothermal process, what is change in intensity? Will be 0. For isochoric process, what is delta U3? Should be equal to Q23. It is rejected, no? And delta U31. What is the change in intensity of this system? That's what he's asking. Okay, let's substitute here. This will be 0. Q23 is what? It is rejected. That's why I put negative sign. So therefore, minus of this is 40. You need not to do anything very big here. So what is work done? So let's come for other things. Q31 should be equal to delta U31 plus W31. We'll agree this. This is 0 as it is adiabatic process. So delta U31 is how much? 40. Okay, agree this. So what is work done? So like this, in usual process, we can work out things. So what is Q12? Q12 is in fact equal to W12. In isoporic process, Q23 equal to delta U23. What is W23? 0. So just the basic process, isothermal, the formulas and first law of thermodynamics. A student must have an idea. Let me take similarly one more. Yeah. I'll read the question. I'll minimize it so that we'll get a space to draw the diagram. Okay, we have a curve. And we have a curved one here. Okay, don't get scared. Very easily we can manage all these things. I, A, F. This is I, A, F. This is B. Now look at that arrows. Arrows are very important. There's a one path. There's another path. There's a volume. There's a pressure. Very fast get into the problem. The heat energy absorbed by the system is along the path I have as shown in figure. The heat energy absorbed by the system is Q equal to, and the work done by the system is 25 joules. Okay, read this part. When a thermostat is taken from an initial state I to a final state, initial state to final state.
Sir, reverse. Sir.
Wait. Read question no along the path IAF. Read question completely. Along the path IAF as shown from initial state to final state along the path IAF, not like this, huh? Along the path IF. Okay. Then the heat energy absorbed by the system is total. How much it is? So QIAF. I'll begin like this. QIAF should be equal to delta UIAF plus WIAF. So what is QIAF is equal to 55 joules and the work done by the system is 25. So delta UIAF should be equal to how much? 30. Okay. If the system is taken along the path IBF, the value of Q will be 35 joules. IBF. Find the work done along IBF. Okay, let's do one thing. Delta Q. Before that, one important conclusion. What is that? Change in intensity in any path. It's a path independent, no? So therefore, delta UIAF should be equal to delta UIBF, and there should be equal to delta UIF also. So therefore, the other thing. So now let me go for it. QIBF should be equal to QIBF. How much it is given? 35. Delta UIBF should be 30. Five joules. Work done along the path IBF. Okay, I got this one. Now, if W equal to minus 15 joules for the curved path Fi, how much heat is lost by the system along this path? Okay, let's get into this one. QFI should be equal to delta UFI plus WFI. UIF is 30 joules. UFI should be minus 30. Then work done minus 15. So how much it is? 45 joule. If UI equal to 10, how much UF will be? So it should be UI is equal to, so what is the basic formula? UF UF minus UI. UI equal to 10 is telling. So how much it will be? So UF minus 10 equal to 10. So UF should be equal to 40 joules. UB equal to 20 joules. So what is the Q for the process? BF and IB. So it's now is entering into this one. So I'm coming for option D. So this is the relation for option C. Option B. Okay. Now come for last option. If UB equal 20 joules, what is Q for the process BF and I? Individual is asking here. Do we know WIBF? And we know UF value also. We know UF and UB. Let's break up this. So IBF should be equal to WIB plus WBF. Will I agree this? What is WIBF? 5. WIB, we don't know. What is WBF? Anybody looking at graph? Volume
0,
constant.
sir.
Volume constant, so should be 0. So WIB equal to 5 joules. So now you write it. QIB equal to delta UIB delta UIB. Do we know delta UIB? We know only UB. Do we know UI? I think UI is how much? It is 10. And UB is given 20. So shall we write it? This is UB minus UI. So this is QIB. Similarly, we'll go for QBI is equal to already we have written, no? QBF, sorry. I'll show complete thing. Okay, now let's get into the last part of problem. We don't know QBF, that is asking. So this shall we write UF minus UB. WBF do we know? We don't know WBF, no?
Sir, 0, sir.
Should be 0, no? Yeah, WBF we know it is 0. Okay, now UF minus UB. UF is how much? UF is 40. UB we calculated, no, somewhere. UB is 20. Just it's a simple formula based. Just see that I am not using, sir, but this arrow is in this direction. Let's not bother. So somehow you see vertical line, very important. If vertical line comes in PV graph, work done in that part will be 0. Here work done will be non-zero. Student must have a patience. Huh? Nothing is there. Just you should make observation individual. Pressure constant, volume varies. Volume constant, pressure varies. So therefore this is isochoric, this is isobaric. Sir, what about this? We don't know, leave it, but still we can manage with the first law of thermodynamics. Can you work out these things? Okay, let's tabular column 1 question I brought it. Questions can be asked without graph also. So there is a thermodynamic cycle ABCA. Okay, what is it? I think just it's a formula like this. QAB equal to delta UAB plus WAB. We'll agree this. So what is QAB? 150. Delta UAB, we don't know that. WAB is what? 40. So what is delta UAB now? Should be equal to 110 joules. Okay, once you know delta UAB, so let's go for delta UA. UAB, delta UBC, delta UCA. This everything set should be equal to 0. In cyclic process, what should be the change in intensity? Should be 0. So we know delta UAB 110. UBC we know 50. So 110 you remove 50. So we'll be left over with 60 joules. So let's come for, is somebody mute it, huh? Oh, now come for this one. Okay, I got delta UCA. So can we go for delta QCA?
Sir, we need to add 110 and 150 now, sir.
Yes, sir. It will be minus 160 now, sir.
Minus 160, yeah. Okay, ma, yeah. Delta QCA, delta UCA plus WCA. Delta UCA is what we calculated, minus 160. WCA is what? 30. Okay, only thing is WBC is left over. I think we can use this formula. QBC, so we know QBC, 10. This is 50. Minus 40 joule. Okay, sometimes they don't give any graph, huh? So just do manage everywhere for total. See, this is the heart, this is the core idea for cyclic process. Change in intensity will be 0.
Sir? In options, option B must be wrong now, sir.
QCA minus 30.
130 is given, no, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so negative sign, I'll make it. Okay, it should be like this. Huh? Delta UCA minus 160. Okay. WBC minus 40. For cyclic process, the change in intensity must be 0. I think there's a core idea which we are applying it here. Other problems are there, please do work out. Huh? Let me go for equivalent graphs. Huh? I'll just leave another 3 problems are there, you have to practice it. Let's go for some equivalent graphs one. This is something very important. You might have studied in the chemistry. Here, exactly you're going to learn. Huh? You need not to remember anything. Huh? Don't bother to remember anything. Your physics teacher will show you the method. Just follow the method. Any graph, let them give. Any graph you can manage. Any graph, not only this, any graph. So this is the pressure. This is a volume. So let's this pressure be P. This is 2P. This is V. This is 2V. Okay, the path is like this. So I'm interested in what like now. Equivalent graphs. This is a pressure versus volume graph. I want PT graph, VT graph, and any other thing, Euro graph or any other thing. Okay, how to plot this equivalent graph. First of all, what we should know, like 1 mole of this is a monoatomic gas and 1 mole is what I'm choosing. So at various points, this one at this various points, what we'll calculate the temperature. So it'll be applying ideal gas equation at 1. PV equal to nRT1. So this is PV equal to RT1 or T1 equal to PV by R. So this is a temperature of gas. We'll call this as say T naught or T, any of the symbols. Or let's go for, it'll be easy for us to compare. PV equal to nRT graph. So what are the pressures there? P naught, V naught. So the T1 will call T naught. Similarly, let's apply ideal gas equation at 2. This is the first problem. I'll show in detail. The pressure there, 2 P naught, volume V naught, number of moles 1. So R T2. So what is T2? 2 P naught V naught by R. So therefore this will be 2 T naught at 3. Pressure is how much? 2P naught. Volume is how much? 2V naught. So R T3. So what is T3 equal to? 4P naught V naught by R. So therefore this should be 4T naught. At 4, pressure is P naught, volume R T4. So there this should be 2P naught V naught by R. Okay, let's have the temperatures. It'll be easy for us. So temperature is how much? T naught, 2T naught, 4T naught, 2T naught. So first what I'm asking, the PT graph. So look at the y-axis, the pressures. P naught to P naught is there. Look at the temperatures. So minimum is T naught, or select a T naught and 4T naught. So therefore now you choose an axis. I want PT graph. Pressure versus the temperature. So you break up like this. So what are the values of pressure? So I do have P naught to P naught. Here it is T naught, 2T naught, 3T naught, 4T naught. You should not remember, just learn the methodology. So what we are plotting, pressure versus temperature graph. Identify points. At point 1, what is the pressure? P naught T naught. So here pressure P naught T naught. Don't plot any curve. Then at 2, what is the pressure? 2P naught, temperature 2T naught. So 2P naught, 2T naught should come here, the point. Roughly, later on we'll try to do correction if the curve is not suitable. 2P naught, 4T naught. The point will be here. For 4, P naught, 2T naught, P naught, 2T naught. Okay, let's go for now the curve. The curve has to be brought here. Okay, what is 1, 2? Anybody 1, 2? Isochoric process, no? It is in isochoric process. What will be constant? Volume will be constant. And PT graph, straight line passing through origin. So there's a straight line passing through origin. What is 2, 3? Isobaric process. Three, 4, isochoric cooling, straight line passing through origin. And the curve should be such that should be straight line passing through origin. No, put arrows. Okay, got this. So this was the PT graph. It's over. You should not remember, methodology is what you have to learn. No, PT graph got over. Now what we have to, we'll go for VT graph, volume versus temperature graph. Sir, I'll plot temperature versus volume. It's left to you. On y-axis, I'm taking volume. This is a temperature. Now, what are the volumes? V0 and 2V0. Temperature as usual. T0, 2T0, 3T0, 4T0. Again, what is the method? Just identify the points. V0, T0. Okay, first point. Then 1. Next, 2P0. So volume V0 and T0. V0 and 2T0. Okay, 2 will be here. Okay, after this, point 3. 4T0 and 2V0. Okay, this is a point 3. Point 4, 2V0, 2T0. This is a point 4. Okay, what is 1, 2? 1, 2 is what? Isochoric process. Isochoric process, how do you represent? Straight line passing through origin. 2, 3, what is 2, 3? Isobaric process. Isobaric process in VT graph. Straight line passing through origin. 3, 4, isochoric. 4, 1, again isobaric. So again, it's a straight line passing through origin. Okay, graph may not be exact. I'll okay, I'll redraw it so that, because we are not drawing up to the scale, no, it will be like this only. Okay, we'll reset it. Let's come to know. We'll redraw the scales, all other scales also will redraw it. Yeah. 3T naught will not be there. In exam, you need not to go, nobody will ask you to draw, no? Only you have to identify the graph. 2T naught, 3 naught you mentioned somewhere. There's a 4T naught. So there's a 0.2, 3, 4. The curve will be like this. Okay, fine. PT graph and VT graph. If you want, you can go for also Euro graph also, intensity versus density graph. Later we can see. Now there's a basic, so they'll give equivalent graphs. So there's a method what a student has to follow. Let's take the next one. Okay, there's a B, C, D. He has not given anything volume pressure, just is asking plot the equivalent PT graph and VT graph. So what is this? This isothermal expansion. This is also isothermal. Isothermal compression it is. So what is this process will be? Isochoric cooling. And this will be isobaric eating. Sir, how do you can say? I think this is what student has to learn here. Nothing big. Pressure constant. So if pressure constant, what happen? Isobaric process. Pressure constant, volume increase, temperature increase. So it will absorb it. Isobaric heating. Isothermal expansion. Volume increases, isothermal expansion. Volume constant, pressure decreases, temperature decreases. So isochoric cooling. Isothermal compression. Temperature constant and volume, what will happen? Will decrease. So isothermal compression. Okay, it's not giving any P naught, V naught value. Rough graph is asking, a rough graph. Okay, I'll begin first with the pressure versus temperature. So what in isothermal process, what should happen to pressure? Pressure must be constant, no? So TB. Okay, TB should be equal to TC. Sir, how do you can say? Because that's what in isothermal process. Temperature will remain constant throughout the process. Similarly, TD is equal to TA. Will I agree? There's a basic idea why, because isothermal process it is. Okay, now we are going to keep this in mind. So what I'm going to plot, pressure versus temperature. No, I think this will be really troublesome because I'm not giving any value. No problem. Okay, let it be. So there are only two values of temperature, no? There are only two values here, TB and TC here. Here TA and TD. What about pressure? Pressure is also having two values, PA equal to PB and TC is not equal to TD because you see PC and PD are there. So three values of pressures are there. Okay, first, what is the isobaric process? Isobaric process should be a constant line, horizontal line it should be. Shall I go for horizontal line? Sir, how do you can plot that one? Rough guess I'm making. Okay, here. So how do you can say temperature increases? So come back to this one. In isobaric process, pressure constant, as volume increases, temperature should increase or decrease. You must really answer this thing. So here I'm going to write TB greater than TA. Similarly, TC greater than TD. I think these are the most important things. And what about the pressure? PA equal to PB, PA greater than PC greater than PD. What about the volumes? I think all this data is there, no? Let me shift it down. Okay, these are all the informations are there regarding that particular graph. Anybody, can you say about the volume? Volumes, it's very clear, no? VC equal to VD. And VC greater than VB greater than V. I think these things are going to help. Now we are calculating pressure versus temperature. Okay, afterward, path BC, isothermal expansion. In isothermal expansion, temperature will be constant, pressure will decrease. So what should be the curve? The curve should be a straight line, vertical line. Okay, afterwards, CD, isochoric cooling. In PT graph, what is isochoric process? Straight line passing through origin. So now, I'll bring it here. So this is D. And what is DA? Isothermal compression. So pressure should increase, temperature should be constant. If you say I'll remember, then gone. What is the guarantee that what you practice, that question will come? So better what to learn? The method. Okay, this is what happens for pressure versus temperature. Are you getting now? So there's an horizontal line. Huh? I think it must be horizontal line. Finding out. So it need to be always some isothermal process also comes. We can plot it here. Okay, now there's a pressure versus temperature graph. Now similarly, volume versus temperature graph is needed. Let's go for volume versus temperature graph. Or temperature versus volume, anything. Let me take on y-axis volume. Let's start with so how the isobaric process will be AB. Isobaric process in VT graph. Straight line passing through origin. So I'm not very sure. Roughly, I'm plotting the graph. Even myself, I'm not very sure. For volume of gas should increase. Volume and temperature both will increase. So therefore, I'm taking this point as A. This is B. Afterwards, BC is what? Isothermal expansion. So therefore the curve what is CD? CD is isochoric process, isochoric cooling, no? So temperature should decrease, volume constant, temperature should decrease. Look at the curve will be like this. Then what is DA? DA is isothermal compression. Okay, I think luckily we got correct one. A, B, C, and this is D. Getting some idea. So let them give any curve, no? So we can manage. Sir, you are showing only PV. So why don't you take PT graph and show some other thing? Okay, let's do one thing. Next week we'll go in detail. So many graphs will come. So there's just only introduction. D and origin. What is that D and origin? Where I'm joining D and origin? And what is D and A? D and A, no, I'm not joining D to any origin. Look at. D and origin, it's a straight line passing through origin, no, CD. What is the path CD? What is the path CD? Isochoric process, straight line passing through origin. It must be, no, PT graph, VT graph. Isochoric process in PT graph, straight line passing through origin. Your memory should be very, 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 very strong. Huh? Isochoric process in PT graph, straight line passing through origin. Let's go for PT graph. Last one graph, I'll plot it. Please don't remember, learn the methodology to plot the graphs so that you can manage anything. Pressure, temperature. Okay, no. What I am asking you, go for PV graph and VT graph. So first of all, we should identify there's a PT graph is there, no? So let's go for ideal gas equation. What will happen to the here? You must come here, no? This is what isobaric process. So as pressure increases, sorry, as temperature increases, volume should also increase. So VB greater than VA. So what is this? Isobaric heating. What is this? Isobaric cooling. What about these two? This is isothermal compression. This is isothermal expansion. Identifying each and every process. This is isothermal expansion. This is isobaric heating. Isobaric cooling. So this is isothermal. So that's why initially I plotted graphs, no? So the idea of that is very important. Okay, let's go for PT graph, no? First we'll go for volume versus temperature graph. No. Isobaric eating in VT graph. Straight line passing through origin. I'll bring like this. Okay, this will be. I'm not very sure how the curve will be. Rough, I'm just trial and error it is. Okay, now what is BC? Isothermal expansion. In isothermal expansion, isobaric heating. Okay, this is okay. Pressure, volume increases, temperature increases. Then isothermal expansion. Temperature constant, volume increases. I think this curve. Let me redraw it. It should come here. Okay, no. So this is the path AB. I'll give the number. Path AB. BC isothermal expansion. Temperature constant, volume will increase. Temperature constant, volume will increase. Next again, what is path CD? Isobaric cooling. So again, straight line passing through origin. Bring like this, and now bring the curve. Okay, now last one. Sir, how do you can? Is there any method? Okay, one thing I'll do identify one thing. What is that? Temperature at A equal to temperature at B. These are the very essential things, sir. Pressure at A equal to pressure at B. Pressure at D equal to pressure at C. Sir, regarding volumes, can you say anything about volumes? VB should be greater than VA. Will I agree? VC should be greater than VB. Sir, how do you can say? Okay, we'll do one thing. Isobaric process, isobaric eating, as temperature increases, volume should increase. So VB greater than VA. Got it? No? Okay, now come for isothermal expansion. In isothermal expansion, temperature will be constant, TB equal to TC. But volume will increase, so VC greater than VB. In isobaric cooling, so as pressure will be constant, so as temperature decreases, so even what mean volume should decrease. So therefore, what we can say regarding the volumes here, VD should be less than VC. So these are the things which will help us to plot the next graph. If you don't know this, not possible. We must have this basic information. Okay, let's go for the graph here. Okay, now what is the thing? There's a volume. Already volume plotted, no? Pressure versus volume, sorry. So there's a pressure. Now isobaric eating. So shall we put a straight line? Then afterwards, isothermal expansion. Then afterwards, Isobaric cooling. So pressure constant, volume decreases. Then isothermic. I'll give better graph. Straight line will take it here. Rectangular hyperbola. Let's see that are we right or wrong. Okay, this is the points A, B, C, D. Okay, the arrows will be like this here, previous one. Are we right or wrong? The shape of the curve. So we have to check it now. VB greater than VA, as it is. VC greater than VB. VD should be less than VC, no? So there's a small correction here. AB should be parallel to DC, isobaric process. What is isobaric process? Look at isobaric process. Pressure should be constant, no? None of the things are working. Okay, agree this. So these are the ways in which you have to learn. So next week, what we'll go in detail. There's an introduction, that one. So plotting graphs is not something like what you have to do. Each and every path, identify the process, and roughly you estimate. So you know pressure constant here. You know temperature increasing. What about the volume? If they give PT graph, search for volumes. If they give PV graph, search for temperature, because that will help us to plot the graphs. No? And you see some small information. PT graph, vertical line, isothermal process. PT graph, horizontal line, isobaric. VT graph. So VT graph, again, we can go for one more. VT graph, horizontal line, isochoric process. Like that, no, in every graph you identify. If you see a curve, PV graph curve, it should be isothermal. Okay, this will be very challenging because the student has to think here. We don't have any formulas, nothing. Student has to bring the basic geometry and the basic thermodynamics. Adiabatic isochoric process, what happened to pressure, volume, temperature. So very fast you recollect all this. And there'll be much. This topic will be very easy for you if you can understand. Okay, this remaining problems I given. No, please do work out. First law of thermodynamics. Okay, 1. Okay, this 2. Yeah, 2 problems I left over it. Today evening we'll have a class because yesterday I could not take. Today evening compulsory I had to discuss few more numericals on KTG. I'll inform the timings. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.